feeling the call of Mother Earth and feeling the call of the Divine Mother and doing the work to really allow this energy to exist within themselves and to take up more space. Womb awakening is part of it for me. Shakti is also awakening because so many women are reawakening their womb energy. And I feel Shakti is really pulled up from the earth through the womb into the body. Um, for me, it's very clear that if we want to transform our world and really go back to a way of living in sacred reciprocity with all of life and harmony and support values like love and nurture that are very connected to the divine feminine energy, then we need to bring back devotion to the Divine Mother. We need to place her back on our altar. And the divine feminine needs to be valued and cultivated so that we can cultivate these values within ourselves and that they are no longer an afterthought, but that they divine union is the template and the architecture of all of life. If we look at the whole of life, everything is templated on a love story between a divine masculine and a divine feminine element. If we look at the mythology of all religions, it is a love story between divine feminine and divine masculine. All the temples in ancient Egypt have a god and a goddess, or every god has its goddess. All the primordial energies that created this earth have a feminine expression and a masculine expression. And this is mirrored within our body, in our meridian system, in our energetic system. Everything is a dance between these two energies and these two polarities between earth and the heavens, moon and the sun. And without this, without cultivating this union within, we are not complete. We are not whole. And
Do you feel that there are other templates that are becoming more accessible for us that we are remembering now?
and divine leadership. I feel that with everything also that is happening in the world, we are seeing that the way in which we have defined leadership in the past hasn't worked for us and is actually toxic and abusive. And that we're redefining leadership as people who want to be of service to others instead of just of service to themselves, and who have a connection to the divine, who understand the innate sacredness of all life. So I believe that is also very much informed and influenced by the awakening of Magdalene and Christ energy in this world. And I believe there's a very strong activation of the light body as well. And for me, I believe that the whole of Egypt is one sacred temple structure. Most of the temples are positioned next to the Nile. The Nile is like a spinal column, and every temple had a specific purpose of awakening a different part of the body. So already it gives us the information that different energy centers of our body, we can say chakras, but it goes beyond that, have different energetic keys to open them. But all of these temples are templated again on the coexistence of the divine masculine and the divine feminine and finding that harmony within. It's very much about sacred union and divine union. There is a very particular, specific quality of light that is present within those temples. I remember the first time that I saw the Temple of Hathor years ago, what struck me more than the architecture was the light that was emitting from this temple, like a golden halo. And kilometers in the distance, I could sense and see this dome of light really emitting from the temple. And many of those temples have subterranean corridors. And if you go into those underground corridors, you can physically see the light bouncing off the walls. And I believe this is because these temples were placed on very specific energy nodes and crossing of energy nodes on the planet so that they could harvest the light. And by walking into the temple and by doing specific practices within the temple, it would amplify your own light. Um, Something that she has been sharing with me really strongly this past year is the importance, the real importance of preparing our bodies and preparing our vessels, and more than that, preparing our consciousness to receive this light. Because light body activation, I believe, through her in the future will be inevitable. It is already planned that our planet is transforming, that our dimension is shifting, and we are being blasted by lights more with more and more stronger and stronger qualities and frequencies of light. And if we want to be able to receive that and not suffer from that, we really need to commit to this devotional path of opening our being, opening our body, opening our heart. I feel that this year is all about freeing ourselves of dogmatic or toxic thought structures, and on a personal level, but also on a collective level. There's this real push for freedom within the collective, but also for us individually. We cannot stay in relationships, in patterns, in situations, in beliefs anymore that are limiting us or that are based on illusion or separation.